speed bout. Gillespie with the technique. Y'all don't like one-on-one shoot. Mikey take 100 plus some with the nunchuck. Leonardo cut him up. Donnie, he the smartest. He gon' teach you ever dumb enough to rap. Just asking. Satachi or the uppercut. What's up? Hey, rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. I can do this all day. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Can't handle this. You end up as a bandages. My ambulance. My channel 6. Running report with the damages. We the champions. Better than the 10 out of 8. Said I better get down and pray. Don't ever let it out the rage. In the cage of my beast, will get out the game. This ain't no dream machine. We'd rather be eating pizza. But first I go eat the street. Face down, we see defeat. For thinking you can see our team in a box like CRTs. Just scream, retreat, retreat. We defeat and fleet seasonally. I should have came peacefully. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. I can do this all day. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway. Rolling on Broadway.
What is up, everybody? It's gonna be a pretty quick stream, guys, but I wanted to come in and say hi. We're gonna do a shakedown breakdown real quick. We're gonna start with that of because we need to do. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? Smacks, Miles Nephew, welcome. Ash, Fire, and Smoke, how you doing? The question is, what do we want to put up Sunday? Do we want to put up our mono white, our mono black, or our Orzhov? Yo, Kelpa, how you doing? I think we might do Samurai White on Sunday. 10,000, aka 10,000. Golgari Annex deck. I don't think I've fully gotten it done yet. Let's do it. Let's do a little shaky breaky. Straight to commercials, huh? All right, let's do it. All right, we'll start with this one, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to wake up. I was asleep and I've had a long day. Lil Nick, how you doing? Jay, what's up? Did I go to pre-release? No, I did not go to pre-release tonight. What I did is I did early access. That's what I did instead of pre-release. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken a nap. I should have just streamed and not napped. Now I feel worse because I napped, if that makes any sense. Before I do this, let me play a game or two to try to alert myself a little bit. I was so out of it though. I felt like I was like, I can't function on this. QVC Katana, that's pretty good, Gobbler. Go in, boom. Smooth like butter. Bristlebane with Toten Taz? Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, you could set yourself up for that. I mean, yeah, you need a lot of mana to really make it worth it, but it would work. Hey, what's up, Mulligan Menace? You enjoy the latest podcast? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one? Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be a good set, guys. I know there's a lot of hatred for it right now. I know there's a lot of pushback right now, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a good set. We got really fucked here. We're going to move on. if you ignore the Ninja Turtles part, if that's what's bothering you, you're gonna have a fine time with it. Enter tab. Hey, what's up, Aaron Crook? How you doing? Boom. Counterspell. He's waiting to counterspell. Black is getting some good cards. I mean, you can't put down ninjas if you're not going to get good cards. Can't make him call him ninja. He's going to counterspell this too. He's going to counterspell this as well. No? Okay. Buggy man, buggy man, buggy man, buggy man. The Golgari Annex was kind of a failed experience. Failed experiment about how to do one of those Golgari decks that basically just runs Annex and Furtic Core. It didn't work great. Cover up. Sarkandy's nuts. How you doing, Quicksand? It's one of my favorite jokes. Sarkandy's nuts. Amazing. I'm uninterested in fucking watching this guy jack off. Really, really uninterested in that. This man has only cast card draw, counterspell, and board wipes. Completely uninterested in this. And seeing this go on right there, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Absolutely, completely uninterested in watching that happen. It's gonna be a new season in 13 hours. We're not gaining any more rank, man. John Cena. I'd love to have John Cena on my channel. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Look, it's Huggy Man, Huggy Man, Huggy Man, Huggy Man, Huggy Man. I'm just trying to do my daily. That's all I'm trying to do before we get to the shakedown breakdown. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. wonder weave. 'Cause baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder weave. You said you didn't want a pack, you wanted something else. When you won the pack, you were like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want a Spider-Man pack. I want something else. I can't remember what the fuck you told me you wanted. But I was like, hey, where do you want me to send this? And you were like, no, I don't want that. And after all... Well, yeah, that's the bad thing, is that's what I had at the time. You're my wonder weave. Chris Cass, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Did you say you wanted like a swamp, a signed swamp or something? I've done that before. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And after all, you're my wonder weave. Biju, paju. I don't own any Simic cards, that's the problem. Do. Still a Putz, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming. Bam, ramp. Boom. Okay. So we got a bunch of things to play next. Could be a wipe. Would make sense if he wiped right here. Let's do that. Push. Interesting choice. I think he's probably going to put down Kona, or he's going to wipe. I don't want elves. Okay, odd. Oh, nope, we got him. Never mind. Buggy man, buggy man, buggy man. There we go. Just trying to do dailies, guys, and then we're gonna do a shakedown breakdown. Might do another deck build. Yeah, the Kitsune thing. The thing about the Kitsune thing, it's a little harder to do. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to pull off, but it is. You can pull off the turn 4. You need to have a little bit more in place. You need to have the monument. You need to have a creature that's unblockable. You know, you need to have the open mana. It's a little tricky to get off right away, but it is possible, which is not, you know, that's not ideal. As I often say, suboptimal. Enters tap. Let's do this. Boom. What's my favorite TMNT card? Ooh, that is a good question. Ooh, yeah. Let me think. Probably I'll go over it in a second. I liked Super Shredder, but it wasn't as powerful as I would have hoped. Honestly, Agent whatever his name is did fucking crazy work. Agent what's his face did insane work, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting for Agent Black. What's his name? God, I can't remember his name. He did crazy work. Agent Bishop, I think. Yeah, he did. Oh my god, man. Getting him down on turn 3, the amount of value that you get off on him is just wild, how much value you get off on him. +1/+1, he absolutely did. He I mean, I wouldn't know if he's my favorite, but my goodness, he did work. Last Ronin was a great card. Dark Leo and Shredder did really good. Way better than I thought it would. Zombies, I think zombies could be runnable. Yeah, you need kind of a gimmick with them. You're going to need something with them. But Orzhov zombies were... Orzhov zombies are probably doable. I didn't get to win. I didn't get to use Agamemnon Future Shark. I will eventually get to a shark deck. I 100% will shark deck it up. That's going to happen. How you doing, Grenade Man? Welcome. This dude is mad. He's not happy. He almost had me, but Sheltered takes it again. This is true. Boom. There you go. Shark. Agamemnon, future shark. He's the most future shark there is. You've never met a more future shark. Alright, that's dailies. One more win. And then we'll shake it and break it. Let's try Iron Wall real quick. Yeah, we're getting oh, that's pretty impressive that you showed up right when we talk about sharks, huh? Yeah, we're getting 2 sharks in the Ninja Turtle set. And one of them is called Agamemnon Future Shark, and it's actually a very good card. Well, oh, speaking of which, look, I got the Marauding Mako right here. So there is an actual possibility, believe it or not, there is the real possibility of running a Shark tribal deck in Rakdos. You have enough sharks that you could do a primarily shark build in Rakdos with very little resistance. Because you could do Agamemnon, Future Shark, Clone, what's it called? Enters tapped. Boom. I think we're pretty fucked here because he's gonna get double elemental ever. Boom, 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 boom. He's gonna get double triggers. Double triggers. Double triggers. Captain Howler, he's a shark too, yes. Captain Howler is a shark. Or, if you will, an is it shark. If you prefer. Timeline crawler. Boom. Do that. A delicious crawler. Vibrance. Very nice. This has 80 million Ashling hits right there. It's gonna get 1,000 triggers. Too many triggers. First of all, he's taking too long, and second of all, he's gonna get too many triggers off. That's two problems right there. All right, you know what? Why not? We only need 1 mana to do what we need to do here. If we don't win with this, we'll switch to mono black. I just want to get 1 or 2 more wins. Boom. Shadow. You were thinking Gisa and Geralf would be cool because he runs Changeling as Annex. Yeah, you could do that if you did Changelings. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's discard that. By the way, this Rakdos discard is probably poised to become one of the most powerful decks out there. Just FYI, just letting you know, the whatchamacallit is poised to be an absolute fucking monster of a deck. It's going to be at least one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful deck in the game. Pretty soon. Bloodthorn Flail, boom, boom, boom. It's already very strong, and when they added Cool But Rude into it, it makes it 10 times stronger. You can just keep clicking Iron Shield Elf and just kill it and draining people's life. You basically, when you have that, when you have Cool But Rude out, you have a button that says give your opponent 2 damage, and you just can click it as much as you want. Like there's no limits on it. You can just click the 2 damage button over and over again. It's insane. It's impressive. He better have a no, that's not it. He puts that down. He's gonna hit triggers off. No, I don't think this is it, Chief. He's gonna trigger off again. Boom. It's not really getting that much pump. Boom. Can play 1 more again. No blocks. Oof. Timeline Crawler. Naturally. Auto pay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Thanks, Shorks. Thanks for doing what you do. You guys are pretty cool. Grixis. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, that's good. Let's do mono black just to close it out. Boom. Swing, boom. We're gonna say pay 3 life. Boom. We're gonna push in, pop. We're gonna say discard a card. Pop, get rid of that. Okay, nice. Listen, I understand, and I'm exhausted. I get it. I don't think we're gonna be going. We ain't gonna be going to 3 a.m. either. I gotta do this fucking shakedown, and we'll get in where we fit in. Push, push. Yeah, give me that traveling choke. I'll take that. Decline. I haven't decided yet. Which one do you guys want? Do you want mono black, mono white, or Orzhov? Which one do you think would be good for a Sunday deck? Tomorrow we're gonna play green. Tomorrow green is gonna hit. So what do we Orzhov? I was either going mono white or mono black. That's what I was leaning towards. Is Orzhov Ninjas. I might save that for premiere day. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. We have got a few minutes. Wow, that sounds so much fun. But believe it or not, no, I don't. Okay, so let's do this. Discard a card, put it on you, discard you, put you down. Boom. Boom. Very nice. Okay. At the beginning, decline. Decline. He would need a Hero of Nylea. He would need Nylea to win. No. He would need Nylea to win there. Cold November rain. All right, last one, and then we're gonna run some shaky. We're gonna look at some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a minute. Forest Night. Oh, a Ley Line of Hope. Oh yeah, I dropped that on Hamhocks today because I wanted to tell him that all of us really appreciated the infinite loop deck that made us both lose. He was pretty proud of himself. I said, yeah, I appreciated that, Hamhocks. I said all of us here at the J Villain station appreciated the oh, what's the song I can sing? He was like, oh yeah. He's like, well, the idea is that I have the fucking Weft Stalker, and that I can do 1 ping of damage each time somebody comes in, and I can win that way. He goes, but I can fucking make sure that we both lose, and the game is just over. I'm like, yeah. I said, honestly, that's peak Magic. Coming up with a combo that goes infinite and just makes everyone lose the game because it'll never stop and there's no way of stopping it. The combo just loops infinitely and nobody wins. I said that's real quality Magic right there. That's Dream Beaver. I can't something all the time. That's a good one. Dream Beaver's pretty good. Ash and Smoke. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? How'd you like early access, man? Let's get another content creator's thoughts on early access. Let's get another content creator's thoughts. Ain't got no thoughts. What did we think about Ninja Turtles, as it were? Break out again. Boom. Boom. Look at the Boroid. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna say discrad a crad. Oof. Oof. Auto pay. Boom. Boom. Go push. Pump. What's up, Solid Geo? How you doing? Let's get rid of that one. Boom, boom. It is very fun, man. Stabbing the beaver. Be right back. Yeah. Which color tier is the most difficult to play? It's usually platinum. Genuinely, it's usually platinum. Victory. Victory. Krads be with us all, 5 on King of Krads. And may the Krads shine in your favor. Make sure you like, guys. There's a video up. There's already a Boros video up that YouTube didn't show anybody. So there's a link to it right there. If you haven't seen it yet. Okay. So what do you guys think? You think the Leonardo mono white, or you think mono black? Or should we save mono black for premiere day? Or should we save Orzhov for premiere day? I don't know. I'm real confused. I still don't know what we should run for Sunday, man. 30 people in YouTube and 15 likes. Come on, half you aren't doing your duty. Go ahead and hit it, man. This is from another content creator. Hillbilly right there, man. I'm telling you, mechanically, all right, Ash, Fire, and Smoke's on that. How you doing, Ronnie? Darth Taco. Constantly get 1 or 2 wins away, then run into nothing but bad control decks. Something's just bad matchups. Lose a bunch before Mythic. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the family, Darth Taco. That will happen. You will get fucking. You will get fucked occasionally. Orzhov for premiere day. Okay, so we'll do mono white, mono black, then Orzhov. How's that? How's that sound? Does that sound good, guys? Storm Chaser's talent. Boom. Sunset Saboteur. Boom. No, I didn't. You did use that on me, I believe, and that was a cool deck. I haven't used the shark yet. There were so many different good cards to use, man. Honestly, I really didn't. I really didn't hit as many as I thought I would. I hope I would. You know. Ash's talent. Poof, poof, poof. Gonna put that down. We're gonna hold steady. I do have to do. That's one of the biggest ones that people have asked me is, have you played Agamemnon Future Shark? Rakdos joins up with the Shark. Yeah, that's a very good one. I tried a Rakdos deck and it didn't work great. So I was unhappy with it. I moved off Rakdos. But overall, I do think Rakdos has a lot of tools. Boomerang Basics. Sharkdos. Sharkdos joins up. Boom. Sharkdos joins up. That's a pretty good combo, Hillbilly. Not gonna lie. So the shark comes back, kills 2 creatures, and then kills itself for 11 damage. Hell, you could even have other legendaries on the board and blow them up too. Hey, what's up, Stella Bravo Actual? Stella Bravo Actual reporting in. Copy that. Alright, one more game until the shaky break, because I'm having fun now. My son plays Orzhov Sneak. Ooh, man. Orzhov Sneak is really good, man. I was really happy with Orzhov Sneak, man. Zayverit's the favorite. It's the #1 favorite. I was surprised, and I threw my Orzhov Sneak together really quickly. I was like, let's see if this works. And I was very happy with it. I was very happy with how it went. It was surprisingly spicy. Boom. I didn't get to play with Cool But Rude. It is very good card though. I did not play with Cool But Rude yet though. Jeez, you're killing me here, guys. Alright, fuck it, why not? Dream Beavers. Dream Beavers. Something, something, something all my life. Destroy all tapped creatures. Oof, we knew that was going to happen. Discard a card. Actually, you know what? We're going to pay 3. Boom. There we go. Yeah, Cool But Rude enchantments and Cool But Rude were fucking broken, man. That golf bag was one of the. It's crazy. We're at the point in Magic where the golf bag that says Goon Gala on it is the strongest thing in the game. But there you go. It 100% is. Yeah, Dream Beavers is really good in in Sneak. Cool but rude. Cool but rude is my odds on to get banned. Cool but rude may take over the meta and be the and completely ruin things. It may be complete it legitimately may. It's my odds on to get banned. If I had to guess something that was going to end up ruining the format, it would be cool but rude. Cool but rude poised to do 17 points at how much points of damage for you? Cool but rude poised to do approximately 14 points of damage to you on turn 4, potentially. It could completely end the game. Legitimately. Boom. Yeah, lessons were a problem before Cool but Rude, so that should tell you everything you need to know about it. Boop, 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 boop. Kitsune is a little bit more complicated, and I honestly didn't see that many people running it. I think it's tricky enough that people may not be able to get it off consistently. Dude, if you have 14 cards in your hand in Cool but Rude and the Iron Shield Elf, you are basically just going to run the fucking board on them. I'm not even kidding. You're gonna do. You can just keep clicking the button that says lose life. Like you don't even need to do anything else. You could just click the lose life button. And the fact that Iron Shield Elf makes itself indestructible, you can't even kill the Iron Shield Elf. So you'd have to have an exile for Iron Shield Elf and just keep clicking it over and over again. It's just, imagine there was a card that said, click this card to do 2 damage to your opponent. That's all you needed to do. Click this and discard a card and you do 2 damage to your opponent. It's insane. Yeah, exile or -1/-1. That's your only options. Boop, 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 boop. Push. Sheriff. Yeah, Hearth Elemental, Case of the Crimson Pulse. Yeah, it goes infinite with some. It does go infinite with some other things as well, by the way. In case that wasn't enough. In case it didn't do enough already, it goes infinite with certain combos. Cease. Okay. Ashiok. Hey, what's up, Beatstorm? Maelstrom Pulse is the discard. The one you're holding. You had to get rid of your Ashiok just to get rid of fucking Sunset Saboteur. That's wild. Here's another one for you. I'm gonna cuff these cards in my hand because I don't trust that that this guy's not gonna fucking immediately run insane removal. Put that down. Yeah, Rakdos was really powerful. Yeah, if you discard the hand size, it absolutely does. And you can do that with Raph's Technique. You could just play Raph's Technique and discard hand size. Like, that's not even a problem. That's not even an issue. I know he's going to animate that card. It's fine. I want one of these cards to die. Because I have Enervate out. So we'll put you out. All right. Oof. Pay 3. Do that. Auto pay. Boom. Okay. Oof. My man got hosed there. Hosed down. I don't mind ending the season at 94. That's not bad. Let me go get some more water and then we're going to shake it and break it. Please, guys, in the YouTube channel, please, guys, like the video. Come on. What are you doing? I think we will get mono white here. We'll try it. All right, let me get some water real quick. All right, we're back. we're back. So I actually really like this deck, by the way. This was a really good deck. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, folks. Let's do the shaky breaky. Don't tell my heart, though, my shaky breaky heart. I just don't think he'd understand. All right, let's get to it. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Ooh. Trying again. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running Leonardo Life Gain Ninja Samurai combo. My goodness. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles early access deck right here, and it was a lot of fun. It is going to take that mono white Life Gain deck that you know, love or hate, and it's going to bring it to the next level. It's going to bring it up quite a bit. I think you're going to really like this one. Before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'll be honest with you. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So, what are we talking about when we talk about mono white life? Well, we have a lot of new cards in here, a couple of new ones that are just really going to enhance what already exists in mono white Life Gain and bring it to that next level. I'll talk about some of the old cards that you probably already have and how to enhance it and modify it to bring it up to the power that TMNT brings. Especially if you're a Leonardo fan, this one's for you. We got 3 Leonardo cards in here. So, 1-drops. We are going to be investing heavily on the 1-drop creatures, namely Hinterland Sacrificer, which you may or may not know is the rabbit that whenever something enters, you gain a life. Great for life gains. Leon and Vanguard, if you have 3 or more creatures, it gets pumped by 1 and you gain a life. Another great card. And specifically the Rune Lurker Bat. I want the Rune Lurker Bat specifically because it's harder for everyone to block this. It's a flying lifelink for 1 with that Descend for Scry. And the main thing we want is we want a card that's tricky to block on turn 2. That's gonna be the trick here, because if you want to activate the new cards that are ninjas, meaning that they have the sneak ability, we see 2 cards with the sneak ability here. Being able, having creatures that aren't able to be blocked is going to be critical in getting off that combination play right there. So that's why we're going for specifically the Life Gain Bat right there for Rune Lurker Bat. And I'm going to show you why that's going to be useful on turn 2 immediately. We're also going to go for removal. Seam Rip, really good. There are a couple of cards on there, especially Iron Shield Elf, that's super popular in the meta, that can't be destroyed. They're indestructible, or we just need to get Badgermole or somebody out there. We're going to do Seam Rip as well for a 1-drop, a little bit of early removal and control there. So the last 1-drop we're going to have is Quintessential Katana. Now, this is a new card, okay? This is a 1-drop, 1 white. Creature gets +1/+1, and whenever this creature deals damage, untap it and you gain 2 life. Interesting. That's a unique ability right there, by the way. Whenever a ninja you control enters, you may immediately attach this equipment to it. So it has an affinity for ninjas, meaning that as soon as a ninja comes in, you can immediately quick draw this katana right there. But it's only a 2 to equip, so even if you're attacking with a life gain creature, like a Ajani's Pridemate, as soon as that hits, it's going to gain 2 life and pump itself. So it's actually really good for any life gain deck altogether. So quintessential katana, one to watch there for an uncommon. Now for the 2 drops. The 2 drops, do I need to really discuss them? 1 white and 1 2/2. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's going to be a Ajani's Pridemate. Good stuff right there. You know it, you love it. Simple life gain stuff there. And of course, Essence Channeler. I'm going to go with 4 of these. As long as you've lost life this turn, this creature has flying and vigilance. I added Starting Town so that we could have that little bit of a triggered ability. We can specifically do damage to ourselves so that we can make this flying. Give it flying and vigilance, and whenever it dies, it puts its counters on somebody else. Putting counters on things is going to be the secondary ability of this, because Ajani's Pridemate, Aerith, Agent Bishop, all of those, and even Leonardo, all of those are going to rely on counters, and we'd like to be able to move them around, even if we're getting killed here. Then, of course, another 2-drop, Sheltered by Ghosts. Yes, it is powered. It is overpowered, essentially. 1 white and 1 enchant creature you control. Whenever this aura enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +1 and has lifelink and ward 2. Giving somebody lifelink in a life gain deck, and especially getting something off the board, is super good, and that protection. Now, what are we talking about when we talk about the new cards? I know that's what we want to see here. Well, probably one of the most key life gain cards you're going to see coming up is going to be Leonardo Cutting Edge. This is going to be 1 white and 1. This is an Ajani's Pridemate with lifelink on it and sneak. So whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Leonardo. With the Sneak 1 ability, that means with the new Sneak ability, you may cast a spell for 1 if you also return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand during the Declare Blockers step. It enters tapped at attacking. So that's what I was talking about with turn 1, Rune Lurker Bat. Turn 2, swing with Rune Lurker. Immediately, if they don't have a blocker in the sky, immediately flash Sneak Leo in. If you even have the Quick Draw Katana for the first 2 turns, so 1 white, put a Quick Draw Katana down, or a quintessential katana, and then sneak Leo in. Quintessential katana could potentially, no, you'd have to play it after. You'd play it afterwards. You play it after you sneak and then attach it later. But you'll immediately hit. You hit for that life, it'll go up by 1. But you could also do Hinterland Sacrificer, that Sanctifier, meaning that as soon as Leo hit with the sneak, you would get +1 for entering and +1 for hitting, and it would immediately go to a 3/3. So you can really get a lot of life and combination plays off right here, and gain life very quickly, and then immediately play down Rune Lurker Bat again. You can gain that life and put a lot of combination plays out very, very rapidly, and surprise people with the amount of life that you're going to gain and grow on top of everything else. Now, the other Leo card we're going to have is Mikey and Leo, Chaos and Order. Now, this is either green or white. You're going to see me play this card a lot. For a 2/2 drop that has the flexibility to cast between green or white, whenever you put a counter on this creature, on a creature you control, you get to draw a card. That's an extra card draw a turn, especially in this kind of mono white life gain build, that almost every single one of our creatures is going to get a 1/1 counter on it. Either Leo, Ajani, Essence Channeler, Aerith, or Agent Bishop. Somebody's going to be gaining counters pretty regularly. Somebody's going to be getting counters pretty regularly. You're going to be getting an extra card each turn to keep that flow of cards going into your hand. So that's going to be another good one for a 2-drop right there. The last one, that new card that we have, well, one of the last new cards, is Agent Bishop, Man in Black. This guy did work. 1 white and 2, 1/2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you put a 1/1 counter on each up to 2 creatures you control. So for a 3-drop, pumping 2 creatures a turn, 1/1 counters on each creature a turn. You combine this with something like Essence Channeler, Mikey Leo, that's a guaranteed card draw every turn, and even with something like Essence Channeler, even those counters that if even this dies through attacking or blocking, you're going to get those counters back. So insane levels of pump right here from Agent Bishop on 3. especially for all the life gain abilities that we're possibly going to have. He absolutely won games, man. The amount of steady the steady heat that he put out, that you were able to just constantly pump out onto the board, was insanely good. Of course, we're going to have Aerith Gainsborough. Did I ever think I would have a Magic the Gathering deck that combined Leonardo from Ninja Turtles and Aerith Gainsborough from Final Fantasy VII? No, I never did think that. However, here we are. 1 white and 2/2 lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter in Aerith. Of course, we know that right away. And then if Aerith dies, I don't know why she would die. She's not known for dying. Put X counters, put the X 1/1 counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of counters on Aerith. Again, another one like Essence Channeler, where if this creature dies, if it's taken out, you get to move those counters around and pump everyone else off. We have enough legendaries in here to make it work. We have Leonardo, Mikey and Leo, Agent Bishop, and even Leonardo Sewer Samurai to make it worth it, that if we are building a full board, if they kill Aerith, we are going to pump across the board right there. Which is really, really good. So I'm really happy with putting Aerith in there. Again, another pump life gain one for what we do. And of course, to finish it off, we are going to have Leonardo Sewer Samurai. This guy is so cool, and I love the art on this, by the way. Just sick. 3/3 Mutant Ninja Turtle Samurai for 1 white and 3. Sneak is going to be 2 white and 2, which means that if an unblocked creature is attacking, you can swap them in. You can pay that sneak cost, and you'll hit the double strike immediately, which is a 3 damage and then 3 damage, which is super cool. Here's the trick with Leonardo. The reason that I like him on the high end, even with just 2 of them, is that he gives the longevity into your game, which honestly is fixing a flaw that a lot of life gain decks have. They didn't really have the long game. If they got kind of early suppressed, it was hard for them to recover. During your turn, you may cast creature spells with a power or toughness 1 or less from the graveyard. If you cast this, it comes in with finality. Do you know what that means? That means that Hinterland, Leonin Vanguard, Rune Lurker Bat, Leo, Essence Channeler, because that's toughness 1, and Agent Bishop can all be cast from the graveyard. So even if you've been board wiped into the middle to late game, you have so many different options to recast from the graveyard with a finality counter on it. If you get Leonardo out turn 4, turn 5, you have that steady pressure that you can build up again, because if you filled up your graveyard, you can constantly just keep recasting cards from there. Especially stuff like Agent Bishop that's going to pump up. Even Essence Channeler that may have died, put its counter somewhere else. It could die again and put its counters again. So finishing that with Leonardo Sewer Samurai, a double striker, is just going to be huge value to keep you in the game and keep that life gain deck running. So that is going to be the Samurai Ninja White. We already talked about the lands. 2 adventurers in so we can gain a little bit of life. That's a nice one. And starting town so that we can make sure to trigger off Essence Channeler for flying. 18 planes right there. We look at the stats. Believe it or not, quite a bit of ninjas. 9 ninjas, 9 mutants, 9 turtles. Soldiers, clerics, bats, little everything else. 31 creatures, 2 artifacts, 6 enchantments, and 22 lands altogether on a 1.9. This is it was an early access deck, but it is a standard deck for you right here. Just taking that life gain deck to the next level on everything we do. As far as the sideboard goes, Authority is good, Requisition Raid, you know it, Restoration Magic for that protection, Seam Rip in case you need more. Leader's Talent wouldn't be a bad one. I didn't really get to play with it, but I'd like to give it a shout out. And potentially Line of Hope are always good in these mono white life gain decks, as you know. If you want to see this in action, you want to get more Ninja Turtles, guys, twitch.tv/TheVillainJ for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. And on YouTube, hit that bell, be notified when we go live or post a new deck. We have more decks coming, lots of fun stuff coming in. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions of our Discord. If you want a copy of this deck already, AetherHub or Moxfield, both of those places you can check that out if you get a copy. And of course, as always, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Let's get into it. Leonardo life gain. Let's go. All right, folks. That was the shaky breaky. Do. Hey, what's up, JD? Sharkmouth, how you doing? We were just talking about Did I ever play Abza and Clerics Gain Life Neck? No. Abza and Clerics. No. I didn't see that. All right. Any more games? We'll do one for the road, folks. I do have to get to editing, though. We'll do one for the road. One for the road here, just for funsies. However, if you want to see more, games, well, it just so happens there's going to be a bunch of games on my YouTube channel. Again, I've linked the latest video that you're more than happy to go fucking check out. Yes, I am, JD. I'm doing YouTube intros. Shakedown, breakdown. The shaky breaky. Don't tell my heart. The shaky breaky heart. Let's do that. Boom. This is just going to be Reanimator, so that's lame. Let's do that. Let's do that. Whoa. 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 Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Oh, we got him down to 1. Damn neared him. He's gonna hit me with Cravo. But honestly, he doesn't have the board wipe for Cravo, so we might win him here. We may win him here. Just because he doesn't have the fucking power to punch through me. Cravo. Yeah, even if he gets Erden, it's not going to matter. gain 5 life, but I think he might lose enough that it doesn't matter. You're gonna lose 9, but gain 5, bro. I think you maybe could. Yep. Cookeroni. The San Francisco cook treat. There you go, folks. Alright, I'm gonna rage you out, guys. I can't do anymore. I'm exhausted. I got fucking like an hour of editing ahead of me. So let me send you to ePhilly. The Philliest, the chilliest, the #1 tealiest. Yeah, I got a bunch of fucking editing to do, man. I'm gonna send you out on your way here, folks. Thank you all for coming. Make sure to check out that video if you haven't checked it out yet. It is pinned right there. Thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. More Ninja Turtle decks coming. We're finishing the goodbye forever. We are finishing this. We're finishing the season at 95%, which is not bad at all. Pretty happy with that. Thank you all for coming. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you like all the other videos. Check them out. Adios. Good night, everyone, and farewell.